Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I am going to be presenting a new topic, just to go over. However, just a gentle reminder that every topic that I discuss is based on my own personal life and experiences that I would like to share because God has placed it on my heart to share it so that I can be a blessing to other women who may have or are going through similar situations. So I want to go ahead and before we begin, I want to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. Those of you who have been with me for several years, thank you so much. And for my new subscribers, I truly appreciate you taking the time to follow me on my YouTube channel. Also, if you do stumble upon my video and you do enjoy the content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is not about monetizing, but it is about allowing me the opportunity to reach as many women as possible. Share my videos if you know anyone can perhaps get the support from it. I would truly appreciate it, guys. This is only about providing support to other women like myself. Again, thank you so much for your support. Before we begin, I do want to let you know I do have an ebook. It is a Google Drive download, and I will leave the link below. But it is a compilation of my personal experiences, what I have been through, and how I have been able to go through Held by Grace. Of course, it's God's grace. Hence the reason why it is called Held by Grace. So thank you for your support if you do decide to purchase the ebook. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and begin. So this is how I want to start. You have found this guy, okay? You all fell in love. Everything is going so great. He is taking care of you. You'll go through storms together. I mean, he's just there. I mean, he picks you up from work, he calls you. I mean, you'll have a good thing going. And at the back of our minds, including mine as a woman, we're thinking that this relationship is going to last. At least I never go into a relationship thinking it's going to break. I am thinking it is going to last. So here you are, and here I am going through this relationship. Everything is going great. Y'all don't see each other for a couple days. Y'all miss each other. Y'all talking, all that good stuff, that honeymoon phase that we all go through. Even, I mean, any one of us go through that honeymoon stage. But okay, you pass that honeymoon stage. You're, going well 1 year, maybe 2 years, and then you got pregnant. And then all of a sudden, something shifts in that relationship. For me, he was happy at first, but he started getting scarce. Or he would come visit me and he would have to leave early. There was just something that just shifted. For some of us, we may be in an abusive relationship, and then that partner says, hey, you better get rid of that thing you have inside of you. They try to stomp it out of you. You may have those who just pretend they're happy and all of a sudden they disappear. Or you would have someone who is very happy and then it's like something just doesn't add up. Then you find out, okay, maybe you just one of the women that he's has pregnant. With me, in my case, I was pregnant, engaged, and then come to find out that I was sharing him with someone else. That's why I wasn't seeing much of him anymore. That's why I couldn't get him when I needed him for that support. So I don't know what your experience is, but always understand this. This is a very difficult thing to go through being a single mom. I have a friend who, in her situation, the guy was not ready for that baby, despite having a very wonderful relationship. So I don't know that I don't know because I cannot pretend I understand men. But at the end of the day, you would think that when we love as women, that men love us the same way. I cannot say that anymore because the way we love is different, maybe to the way men love. I don't know, but it's just one of these things. But I'm thinking, if you love someone that much and they get pregnant for you, why would you all of a sudden disappear? Why all of a sudden you um you're not ready for this, or you gone off with other women? What happened? It could have been maybe they were just having fun because you gave them what they wanted. They're having a time of their lives. So why should they even bother? Now the baby comes along, they feel like you're trapping them. I don't know. Anyway, but it is difficult. So I want to go through a couple of things with you here that I had to do for myself in a way. I want you to remember this. His absence does not make you less worthy of love, dignity, respect, or support. You can love your baby deeply and still grieve the circumstances of the pregnancy. You do not have to solve your entire future today. Focus on the next safe, practical step. So, in other words, stop looking into the future. Oh my God, I'm going to have the baby. And, like you panicking about your whole life flashing before you. You have to start actually stepping back and taking it one day at a time. Okay. I know it's easier said than done. I've been there, so I get it. Okay. You do not have to chase someone for honesty, care, or basic responsibility. Like I said, that's why I walked away because I was not about to run after a man, begging him to love me, begging him to support me, begging him to see him. I mean, just simple things that I was getting with no problems. All of a sudden, now I have to beg for it. So I walked away because I felt that this was ridiculous. I wasn't prepared to do that. Okay. Forgiveness does not require to remove healthy boundaries or return to an unhealthy relationship. People, do not stay in a relationship with a man who does not want you, a man who abuses you, or a man who just makes you feel like pure garbage just because you want him to love you. Okay. There are parts of my life I will share with you along the way, but you don't have to do that. If he walked away from you the first time, what's makes you think that if you beg him and plead with him and he comes back, he's going to stay? He's not. He's going to continue doing mess and it may even be worse. So keep that in mind. Okay. You need to also ask trusted people to help you understand or navigate your feelings, not weaknesses. Okay. So your mom, your dad, a best friend, or someone who can help you go through and help you navigate. Yes, you're going through all of those feelings. You might need someone to talk to. You might need someone to just help you to get your mind, your mindset way in the direction you need to go at this point, because all of these emotions can be consuming and it's very hard to see through all of those feelings and you don't have someone to help you. Okay. Now, here are some practical steps. Again, going back to identifying trusting people who can help you and with with your appointments, meals, transportation, prayer, and your postpartum needs. Okay. So you want to, have someone who will be able to help take you to your appointments. If you need meals, transportation. Now I know sometimes depending on your situation is very difficult. You may not have someone at your beck and call or someone you may need, but reach out to community services in your area. See what's available for pregnant women, single mothers who need that support. I believe that, I think every community or city should have that kind of support for, you know um pregnant women, whether it's a teenager, whether whatever the circumstances is, and you need that support. See what's available in your community. Make a simple plan, and that also includes, you know, housing, income, baby supplies, childcare, and transportation. If you do not have that support to get that done, again, reach out to community services in your area so that you can see what is available out there to help you. Okay. One of the things I would suggest is keep records. When I say records of who the father is, has he provided financial support? When did you get pregnant? Or any parenting plans. That also includes if you need child support, okay? Um, you may need to have paternity testing done, or you feel that safety becomes an issue for you. You would want to seek qualified local legal guidance. Now, what I'm saying is this: keep track of everything that who the father is. Like I said, is he supporting the child? What's now, that doesn't mean going on his social media. I'm just talking about just those basic things that you need if you need to take this to court, because you may be struggling to try to take care of yourself and this child. After the child is born, you may need that support from him. And if he's not going to give it willingly, you may have to take legal steps. So it's important for you to keep records. How many, when did you call him? Did he come? Did he offer? You wanted, maybe say, I don't know, money for the appointment, or you needed prenatal care. Did he give you that money? What the date, the time? Keep very accurate records so that when that time comes, if you need to, that you have something to show or to produce, okay? Now, protect your peace. That's very important. Please protect your peace. When I say peace, I mean stop pleading, trying to get this man to pay attention to you. Stop checking on him, not his social media, not calling him, not checking his best friend to see what he's doing, not calling acquaintances, not going to his office. Don't go after a woman if it is that you discover he is seeing a woman. Don't do that. That is just, you are just don't do it, okay? Do not do it. Stop monitoring, because all you're doing is that you carrying this child inside of you, and you are bringing up all those emotions, those anger, everything. You destroying your peace, and that is being transmitted to your baby because you're not in a place to carry this baby with all of these emotions, basically. So that's why it's important, once you have found yourself in this place, that you should try your best to start off with finding a trusted person who can help you navigate those feelings. Okay, start there at least. Okay, you have to plan for after the birth. Decide who can help with meals, errands, transportation, rest, and emotional support. Now, I know it's not always something that's available to us, especially now in this world, because I didn't have it. The thing for me was, I worked full time as an RN, so I had the wherewith to hire a nanny. So thank God that I had that option. Some of you may not have that option, so I know that this is going to be really difficult, you know. Um, I honestly cannot say how you can get past this, but at least if you have one person, just one person that you can lean on, for the support, and maybe they might be nice enough to, help you along. And it's difficult, especially in this day and age. Okay, now just a bit of faith here, in the middle of this. Another person's absence is not evidence of God's absence. You can bring God your fear, anger, disappointment, and uncertainty without pretending to be strong every day. There are days that you're going to feel you cannot move on. There are days you feel just so overwhelmed. I mean, there's just so much emotion that goes with this sort of situation. I have been there, so I understand that. Okay. Here is Isaiah 41:10 in the King James Version. It says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Okay? God is with you. You have to lean on him. Okay? Here are a few reflections. Okay? One of the ways to start navigating your feelings, get a diary to write, okay, these things down. First of all, or just a piece of paper. What hurts the most right now? Am I hurting because of what was done to me by this guy? Am I hurting because I feel alone? I don't know where to turn. You need to know that. Also, what am I blaming myself for? Or that does not belong to me? Am I blaming myself for the situation, or what am I blaming myself for? Also, identify three safe people that you can call when you feel overwhelmed. Okay. If one is not available, try the second one. If the second one is not available, try the third one. If they're not available, by all means, continue to look heavenward. Okay. And speak to God. All right. Also, what boundaries would protect my peace right now? Like I said, stop going to social media. Stop trying to track him, see what he's doing, trying to slash his tires, burn his clothes, calling his office, telling his co-workers about himself. Stop doing all of that stuff. That's not worth it. That is cheapening yourself. Okay. What practical support do I need before the baby arrives? Again, if you don't have that practical support, mother, auntie, sister, whoever you have, then turn to your community services. Typically, it's 211, okay? You do on your dial pad. And what truth about your worth do you need to repeat when rejection feels loud? What do you say to yourself? I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am loved, I am whatever you need to do, write it down and say to yourself. Closing encouragement: being abandoned while pregnant may not change the picture you had for your future, but it does not have to destroy your future. Take this season one appointment, one decision, one prayer, and one day at a time. Your baby's story is not defined only by who left, but also by the love, stability, wisdom, faith, and support you build around your child. Okay? One other King James Version: casting all your cares upon him, for he careth for you. And that's First Peter 5:7. So, with that said, and if you would like me to expand on anything more, I'll be happy to. But you can make it through. I made it through. It was not easy, but I made it through. So I pray that you would let this video be of an encouragement to you. And if there's anything you would like to ask, I'll be happy to respond. So thank you all for watching, and share this video with anyone who you know is going through this and needs this encouragement today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.